we're live. Like, it's gonna be pretty cool because
I've never been live in my life.
you're live. Never been live and you're live. You really not been live on anything besides? Have you not been like a Twitch stream or anything?
Never once
Oh God.
in my life.
So let's just do it like that. I think that's a pretty good view of this.
Most I've been live is like in the party on your Twitch streams.
Party live.
I don't count that.
Well, here we are. No, I think it's cool that this is so. Like, even if I'm sitting on this page, I don't have to refresh it for it to tell me that I'm streaming. But,
It's amazing.
It's just, I always have to have something between, just something that tells me, like, there's not going to be a spill on the laptop. That just freaks me out. What is going on, guys? Me and Ryan just hanging out on a Saturday and just ate some good food. Your food good? Like, just something to talk about.
In the middle of.
That was, I heard that. I heard that one. It's like one of those, like, burps.
Cats.
Well, it wasn't like a burp, but it was a burp coming up, and I could hear it just, like, intensely.
That's what happens.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody joining. We already got 4 people in here. As you can see right there. But, yeah. Thank you, Celine.
No.
No, the cats are gonna troll. There's not gonna be. There's not gonna be. There's not gonna be.
They're gonna be extra hyper now that 2 people.
Yeah, like
2 people.
double the hyper for the stream, because like every time I have streamed, it's like just like literally they're sleeping when I get home, start streaming, and they're running all over the freaking place without any control at all. It's like, sure, what are you doing? Just he was like digging at his bowl.
Slurp.
But yeah, yeah. I just figured, I apologize for
2 likes.
I apologize for the reviews. I was working on something last week, and to be honest, I came home every night just like I didn't feel like I wasn't like in the mood to edit a TravLIVE, but it's one of those things like I've got reviews filmed, so they're coming. They're definitely coming. I'll probably actually put one up before the weekend ends because I usually wait till Monday, but since I haven't had a review this week, it's like I might as well have one up for the weekend. What do I do for work? We're at a chicken plant, and it's good. It's what's the wording? It's good, solid work. Solid, good, manual labor. Nothing wrong with that. What's up, Adam? It's been a little bit since the last stream, which I think was like a week ago. I did that stream.
Yeah.
Last Saturday.
Consistently.
So far. But yeah, you can share what you do for work. I mean, you're also in here.
I work at a real estate agency.
His work's gonna sound way more professional.
I'm not a realtor though. I'm just the assistant there, and we're just a little bitty office.
Literally, when you walk in, he's the guy at the desk.
And then I'm the only guy there.
He's like the only guy. Like, hey man, can I?
It sounds more professional.
Can I pay my bill?
But it's
I'm literally not busy today.
There's no comparison to a chicken plant. It's just like.
He works a desk job.
Yeah.
So like you know exactly how he feels.
It's 100% a desk job. You're sitting at your desk. That is it.
Yeah.
Like. So all my work is at the computer, putting in invoices.
He'll run errands and stuff for his boss.
Run errands, bank errands, because we take what?
We'll just have to get used to that.
Wow.
I'm already so used to it of hearing it every day anyway. Bringing cats.
Bank errands because we take rents. We're also kind of a rental company, and we have like hundreds of rentals that we take throughout the month, and then they come in again the next month. So so I got to keep up with all that cash.
Quick question for the people watching: is the audio good? Because like
So.
I'm so used to like yelling, so I just want to know: can you hear Ryan? I just want let us know. I just want to be able to know like that you can hear both of us because I don't want any issue with that. But obviously, if someone couldn't hear you, I bet they would say something anyway. But
Thanks.
thank you, sure. But audio's fine. That's good. Thank you, Adam.
All right.
But you're Batman, so obviously the audio's fine. You can hear everything.
You can also hear this.
You can also hear that Sherlock. Hang on. Just don't.
No.
Sherlock in a box.
Loves his box.
That's
the thumbnail. That's
literally. I wish the thumbnail could have been done like this. It's just Sherlock in a box. Sherlock, say hi. Hello.
No, he's not going
He's
to.
talking to him. Hello.
What? This is the rest of the stream.
Yeah, just hold it. I'll just be like this for a while.
Cats scare me?
Why cats scare you? People like I have this girl at work. She's really cool. She's this really short chick. She's like 19 or something, and she's like deathly afraid of any animal. Like there was somebody that had a dog on a leash, and like she wouldn't walk to her car because the dog was like way over here. Like, and it's just like, dude, like.
That's weird, though.
Yeah, I know. It's like a deathly bad fear. But Sherlock's harmless, though.
Sure is like, what I called him today was a mini person.
A mini little person.
Because he's not even a cat. He doesn't act like a cat. He just acts.
We got Selena.
And Celine acts like a cat.
She won't be able to be caught. Yeah, she will.
Oh, no.
No. Hey, calm down. That's Selena. Selena, Bobina, Bonana, Fofina. She's like, what is that? And why is it in my face?
So, whereas Sure was like, I don't care.
It was just like, what's up? No, I love animals, obviously. But Sherlock came with the girl. Like, kind of just, Ashley already had him, and then we got Selena. We rescued her ourselves because she was meowing in the woods, and she's like this big, literally could just fit in your hand. And she's grown.
She's grown.
A freaking lot. Hello.
No.
So trolly. Like every time, man. Every time they start doing this. Oh well.
This is a live stream.
Yeah, I literally was about to check my phone. I was like, it's right there. But yeah, I don't need to do that anyway. But no, yeah, stuff to talk about.
I don't know. Dang it.
Gotta get the conversation going, people. Give me something. Maybe we can just talk about the cats because they're the ones being entertaining.
I don't know much about them.
Good point. Yo.
Other than the fact that
they're wrestling like extremely hardcore right now. Yeah, we're gonna probably go for like an hour. We started the stream a little early. It had a countdown. Next food review. Next food review is actually a drink review. I did, and it's kind of funny because Mr. Happy 0121, Greg and Q ended up. What? Greg and Q ended up putting up their the Sprite mix, which you need to try this because it's a McDonald's only thing. Sprite mix it's called Tropic Berry, but in the review it kept saying tropical, but I forgot. It's a McDonald's exclusive only drink, and I saw the Showstopper do his like a long time ago, but it's kind of ironic because I was actually gonna put up that review today, and then I just kind of woke up late and was like, just forget it. I'll get to it before the weekend ends. But the Sprite mix from McDonald's is like really, really rare to find. I was really surprised, but Mr. Happy actually was the one. He said something about like, oh, it's at our, because Mr. Happy and me, we live in the same area, and I think it was Instagram or something he posted is like, oh, it's at our McDonald's, which is not technically mine because I live like 2 towns over now, but I found out that it's at this McDonald's, so I What's up, Drew dude? Drew dude. No, yeah. The Sprite mix is what's going to be next. Then after that, it's kind of like scattered. I usually try to make my mind up of what I'm going to put in what order. But usually it's literally in order of whatever I filmed. Usually that's how I do things. Like if I film the Sprite first and then something else, then I'm obviously probably going to put this. But there's only been a few times I do like 3 review. What? There's like only been like a few times that I do like a review, like 3 reviews in a row, and then I kind of jumble the order. Special drink events, only special burgers. Yeah, it's I wish I could pull up the picture of it, like the thumbnail that I have for it, but I just took a picture of the fountain, and I actually got a shot of me pouring it. So it's gonna be an interesting review. It's been actually a while since I filmed that, so even I will be kind of interested to edit it, because it's one of those things like you film something and then you wait a while, then you edit it. You can't really remember what you said or did in the review, so you're like, oh, all of this is a surprise to me. Like, it's kind of...
That was part cool.
Ryan's so, like, into them, like, running around, and I'm just over here, like, yo, like, I'm so used to the way it is. I hear that stuff all the time, that... But, yeah. That it stopped. It's like, oh, no. But, yeah, I saw that, Adam. I forgot which one you said it was, but I don't think it's something that I've tried. But whenever people say stuff like, this one thing was so disappointing, literally it only piques my interest more of like, oh, how bad is it actually going to be? Captain Akron, hey Trav, and hey Ryan. One of my very loyal and first probably subscribers ever is still Captain Akron. Because I remember him commenting on the really old videos. Freaking old, back in the day videos. Now, hey Travi and Ryan-y from Jason. What up, Jason? Jason Callan in the house. Jason Callan is in the house, and my voice is cracking. I'm going to take a drink of this tea.
We're drinking the same tea.
But, yeah. Thoughts and words. That's how you do grammar.
Wow.
No, forgot what I was talking about. Pastrami Subway sandwiches are the best. Actually, don't know if I've had pastrami from Subway.
I've never tried it, even though I like
doing a show. Yeah, if you want to call this like really laid back, like thrown together show. I literally, that thumbnail was from Chili's. We literally ate at Chili's, and then whenever you schedule the live stream, it makes you do like a quick thumbnail in the moment. It makes you do a quick thumbnail in the moment. Like, it gives you literally, it doesn't even give you 5 seconds. It gives you 3 seconds. And I just like smiled really quick. And it's funny because that chick's hair behind me was just somebody sitting behind me. But, steak and cheese wrap is awesome. Yeah, I need to do, it's been a really long time. I think that one Subway review I did in the car a long time ago, I think it was the last Subway review I did. Yeah, it was the BMT.
Which is what I love. I recommended it to you for so long.
I think that was the last Subway review I've done. So I need to get back and do stuff like that.
What's up with Ryan laughing? Yes, that cracked me up to the max. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, in the last review we did.
Double cheese, double meatball sounds pretty good, but their meatballs are kind of eaty.
Yeah, I'm not really. Meatballs themselves, like the flavor of it just doesn't win me over.
I don't know.
There's something about it. Hi, from Peggy. Peggy joined. Oh yeah, Peggy's been she's been keeping up with all my stuff. I guess she turned on notifications for my reviews and everything. But yeah, the double meatball. I'm like just reading back on chat just to keep it going.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd eat it, but I wouldn't pay for it. Like.
Singing to that sub in the car, singing "Come to Me, My Sexy Sandwich." Yeah, wow, Jason always remembers stuff. He always remembers stuff that I don't. Even stuff I've put in my own review.
I barely remember that.
Wow, Jason, you must have really watched it recently, or your memory is Einstein. Like, that is, like, really impressive, because whenever you said it, I remembered it. I connected the dots, but, like, yeah. Oh, see ya, Rosaless 88. Yeah. Take care. What was it? Yeah, it was one of the, it was something, I think it was rather a drink, or it was like whenever I was doing like the handheld kind of vlog style reviews in my room at home, like, yeah, I said something that was like,
best review you've ever done.
Oh man, I don't know.
No, I don't know for sure.
Well, like, depends on what you mean by best. Do you mean my personal favorite, or because I mean people will probably rank them a certain, you know, like I don't.
Your Chester's is like the highest viewed, but that's not the best.
No. What are we talking about? Like,
I was mentioning the one with the jalapeno Doritos with Phil. It was all three of us. That was a lot of fun. That was my favorite to ever do, because it was all three of us. I don't know if we ever did that before or again.
I think maybe a couple. Okay, not one. Okay, here.
No,
okay, all right. Okay, all right. You're getting our friend, but anyway. Here's the thing. Not my favorite review, because it's not a review. But this is still a gem and a half. And all they're going to do is hear it. But, okay, this is my last video. I'm sorry. It was my April Fool's video in 2016. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to...
I'm dying.
I'm going to bring you in.
Dying, dude.
I'm going to bring you in. I don't know if... Can they see this? Is it like a good shot of this?
Not really.
Like, the video frame, though, itself.
It's okay.
Okay.
I quit.
And then my subscribe button was so like fast, was so fast forward. It still cracks us up. And after we made that video, it was so like for us, because I watched it like 5 times after we put that up. It was like, this is just so. I couldn't, like, but that's definitely one of my favorites.
I was like, we couldn't go without doing an April Fool's. I love trying to do an April Fool's every year for something. But that was the best. I don't know if it'll be topped. Oh, wait, what?
Mention your thumbnail on the Black Panther trailer reaction you guys did in my Black Panther review video. Yeah, let me see. It loves Iron Maiden video, too. So there you go. You're getting worst covers views.
Minnie's shout out. And thanks for shouting me out. In that one video you shouted me out in that you sent me the link to.
Jason shouts us out and every chance he gets. It's like usually anytime he talks about me, like, you're attached to it in some way. I don't know. There's so many, like, reviews. It's like, I don't really think of each review as like this special thing anymore. I think of them as like, that's why I don't like really put, because on these are like some of my favorites, because I put a lot of comedy into them.
There's a lot of work.
There's a lot of work put into them, and they can't see what I'm saying, but like whenever the new mango lime energizing kickstart white label, whenever I did it downstairs on the bunk bed at the Adkins house, it was a lot of work put into them. But I've started to just kind of be like, just make it about the review, and make it, because obviously, like, they're only here to see my opinion on the food or drink that I'm reviewing. So what's the point? And like, yeah. Occasionally, I'll put humor into it or whatever, just whenever. It's usually like while I'm editing, if I'm in the mood to put something into it, it's there. I love my Be the Difference video. Like, it's really, I was even impressed with, like, I kind of wrote the script of what I was gonna say. Hello. inside my head, and like it was really like it was Dustin's idea, and like it's a really inspirational like video. Like I loved Death by Reese's with Colin.
Yeah, with Colin, me, you, and Colin.
Still really enjoyed doing my 4-year anniversary Q&A, which I'll have to do my 6th year because that's coming up. That's like 6 freaking years, man. I still can't believe it. Just re-looking at these thumbnails makes me really happy.
Funniest ever. Not this. It's not really the funniest ever.
This is one of my best thumbnails ever. Just, when I used to just do them in my mom's car. Literally, I had like 30 minutes, just drop mom off at a therapy. That's what that was. And I would park at Walmart and do a review. And those was some of the funnest times of my life. But, anyway, we get back to the actual chat.
Oh, yeah. You're very good friends. The best friends you'll ever see, probably.
Each review is like a flower. They have to grow and flourish. Just kidding, but in a way, it's like in a way you're kind of right. I don't even know what to do about Sherlock right now.
Sure, acting up to the max. No.
He's not allowed on the stove, and look at what he's doing. Get down. Right back at these messages. Keep him entertained.
No pressure, y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I do is I always personally, what I like doing personally, and I understand if I were to do food reviews, I would do them exactly how you do them. Just kind of trying to get them out because there's a lot.
There's a lot to review.
There's a lot to do.
Like it's like don't treat it as. But you do videos.
And that's why I try my hardest because I'm not a fan of doing worst reacts. I'm sorry, but I like doing them, but the idea of just sitting, reacting, that's it. I'm just not. I want to have like a big video that I spend a lot of time working on.
Yeah, that's why whenever you see Ryan's channel, he puts up videos like kind of.
It's about every few weeks.
Yeah, like I would say like leading on once a month or so because but that's good. Your videos are totally different than mine. Like I don't,
Well, I'm not saying.
But the food review game really is all about like
just getting them
up, and and because if you put up like let's just say because I was kind of disappointed in myself because the other week I did Blaze Pizza and Starbucks and then it was just literally like a lot of time passed and I didn't really do anything else. So sometimes I get into that like I only put up like 1 or 2 reviews. I need to put up more. Like it's really not like a race or anything, and any food review out there that thinks like, I gotta stay ahead of the game and stay ahead of everybody else, that's a very like low way to think about it. Do I get inspired by other people? Like if the endorsement puts something up and I'm like, dude, I could try that. Of course, like it's gonna happen. You're gonna get inspired. Like Mr. Happy's the reason I did the Sprite because it's literally like I'll show Ryan what we're talking about, but
I have no idea what we're talking about. Why? No.
Yo. Literally, like it doesn't fail. It doesn't fail. Like literally, exactly what I was saying they would do, they're doing. Like it's really making me mad, but yeah.
The moment when it says tropical berry, because
I don't know.
Even though it's tropical.
And that looks just like the shot
Okay, that looks more familiar. But I haven't I haven't even ate at McDonald's in.
I'll say okay. I won't tell them. I'll show you with my mouse, but I won't.
Wow.
I won't spoil. I won't spoil what I'm going to say in the review, but this is what I say in the review. It is like this. That's what it's like because that is closest to what it like. I was like when I tried it, I was like, that tastes so familiar.
Did I like that?
I think you did.
That.
But
Sprite is okay, and flavored Sprite.
We may have to go get some, maybe in between movies or something. But because they have we found out there's a 24/7. There actually is a 24/7 McDonald's, and it's not the one that I've been going to.
Something.
Sorry guys, we're kind of just.
Ryan's drunken house video. That
he remembers.
That
things.
was 6 or 7 years ago.
Actually, Captain Akron, it's not. You would think it is a Sprite remix, which is now called the Tropical Mix, because in the 90s, I don't know if you know this, but in the 90s, this was actually called Sprite Remix, and I really wish there was a way to pull up images during this. That'd be really cool. Like,
yeah, there's some people that have the fancy live setup.
I mean, I know like doing a straight.
I know how to do that. I know how to do that. I've learned.
But I do know, like, your way of recording whatever's on your computer screen would be the other probably way to do it. But there's no way to like do that through this. Anyway, Tropical Mix.
I know how to do that. But
I'm actually talking about the Sprite Mix Tropic Berry. It's at McDonald's, and like I said, I wish I could pull up a photo for you guys. But I'm just showing Ryan on Google, and none of you guys can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, cat party for sure going on up in here.
Yeah.
Selena's already almost destroyed the shades.
Yeah, literally.
And
wait, what? Only one who says
baby talk in my videos. Sometimes you might hear me say stinky.
Random.
Yeah, that's really random. That is beyond the level of random. Actually,
sure.
I've grown like 5 subscribers this week. That's actually really cool.
Congrats, man.
It's not really something. Congrats.
But sure is.
I was at
crashing
284, and I'm at. So that's like really impressive. And the fact that I haven't actually put a legit video up in the world, because the more videos you do, and I think Jason is. Hear me out on this. Am I not right that the more videos you do within a certain amount of time, the more subscribers you get? It's really weird how that works, because it's not like they actually see that you're putting up a video right away. But if you put up like kind of like 1 or 2 videos a week or whatever, after you have it in a while, all of a sudden it's like your subscribers will jump up. I'm trying to get this view back. I don't know what happened, but that's probably good enough. But
I keep forgetting to look at the camera. I'm just looking at this computer.
But just trying to make Ryan laugh. Well, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to make Ryan laugh.
Noah left.
Because usually with Ryan, like, I'll just, like, because I do that thing where I'll say something really loud of something you're doing wrong, but I'm not actually getting on to you. I'm just, like, joking about it. And like, he'll laugh so hard at just the smallest thing of just, like, I can't even think of an example because you're not doing anything and not doing anything wrong right now. Selena, get out.
Selena's not going to listen.
She's the one doing it wrong.
She's like, oh no, I'm in trouble, but I'm like defiant. Make Trav laugh?
Yeah, easily.
I guess we're just easily entertained, guys.
How do you make Peggy
laugh?
His
first appearance of Godzilla and Shin Godzilla. Love that
movie. First appearance, yeah, very surprised. I didn't really care for the way he looked, because I was expecting, like, Shin Godzilla, like, Toho, it's modern day. It was 2016? Yeah, it was 2016, and they were still kind of using okay. I like Suitomation a lot. But that was not a good example, because it was, like, very, almost too old school. But you could tell that in that, like, 4-legged version of him, it still was CGI at the same time. So they used a mix. Here's how I see Toho films now and Godzilla movies. Rather you go Suitomation full out, use a suit, or use CGI full force. Why did they combine both? It looks pretty bad. The full-grown version of Shin Godzilla is different. He's actually cool. He's more of like a zombie kind of creature, and the fact that he didn't really move that much kind of annoyed me. Like, his head never turns when he's like, just, I don't know. And that was a little nitpicks. But the scene whenever the helicopters are trying to kill him is like the best thing ever, because it's like he's just indestructible, nothing is harming him. And I really like the purple atomic breath. Nice little fun fact, that was when Prince died. The guy that made Shin Godzilla was like, I'll make the atomic breath purple to honor him. So that's pretty cool. But it was actually going to be blue, and I really would have loved to see what that would look like in blue. But we obviously didn't get it. Shin Godzilla, still a good movie. It's just very, very political.
It had a lot of problems and a lot of parts where it was just getting.
Oh yeah, Godzilla vs. Destroy is like one of the best ones.
Yeah, there's no.
That was a great way for them to end the Heisei series. Was just that movie, and they planned to end it with that. And I mean, if you haven't seen it, whatever, because you're probably not going to watch it anyway. But Godzilla basically dies at the end of it for good. But they tried to do like but he may be kind of like reborn. But anyway, TravLIVE versus Godzilla.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's make that one. I'll make that fan film.
Runs in his drunken house. That's.
Like, so I'm fighting Godzilla, and then off somewhere you're at your full regular sized person. Just like it cuts back and forth to like what am I doing here? Like, and it makes, but it would be because of Godzilla because it's shaking the house. Like, it wouldn't, like, maybe that'd be the irony of the whole thing. Like, no. TravLIVE vs. Godzilla is actually the movie that's made, and then we insert drunken house scenes.
That's not in HD.
Not in HD at all. That's like, I think, pretty sure it's 360p. Just being honest.
When first video I ever used Premiere on.
That's funny. Dwayne Johnson in that movie? What movie? I don't remember which one. He's not in any Godzilla movie.
No.
He probably never will be.
That'd be cool though. If he was in.
Oh, I think she's talking about Rampage. Rampage is coming out. This is what Dwayne Johnson is literally the lead.
Forgetting about Rampage. Wow.
The lead in San Andreas, and it's the same director that did San Andreas, which is weird. San Andreas just came out. It's kind of weird.
It's been out for a while. I haven't seen it.
Maybe 2 years.
I haven't seen it though.
But
thanks, cats.
With my luck, Godzilla would take a giant dump on my trailer. I mean,
wow.
I don't know why you'd want that. But I mean, Jason, you're gonna turn into a humanoid Godzilla thing because that poop's probably full of pure radiation.
I never saw San Andreas, so I have no input.
No,
Doug recommended it.
I didn't see it, and
Doug recommended it and said, "Hey, it's like as cool as 2012 was."
Yeah, and that's the problem. I was too like, it's gonna be another 2012, and disaster movies just don't do it. Literally, any disaster movie now doesn't do anything for me. Like, Day After Tomorrow was the last good one. That movie, I don't care how bad it kind of is in certain parts, I love it. The Day After Tomorrow is the best disaster movie, in my opinion. Besides Godzilla movies, those are a separate thing. But as for real life, I mean, me and you grew up with The Day After Tomorrow. So, I mean,
that's one reason why I wouldn't really disagree with you about that, but I don't, at the same time, I mean, it's like...
Well, what other disaster movie can you put, like, that's, like, end of the world stuff?
I don't know.
Very crappy thing for him to do. That's actually a good pun.
Yeah, it was.
But, yeah.
They're acting out like a whole play or something. That's what's happening.
Hasn't even been an hour yet. So, nope. Wow. It actually feels like it's been a lot longer than 29 minutes. It's really weird. Burp. Yeah, I don't remember burping. So I guess it's just a natural thing for me to... Yeah, I wish I could insert burp time into that. But, yeah.
Thanks. Wait, what?
Yeah, the animated Godzilla movie. New Cloverfield.
I actually saw the 10 Cloverfield Lane finally, and I was like, wow, this is just... It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good either. And then the even newer one's supposed to be a lot worse.
It sucks too because it looks like it's so good because it's actually I forgot what it's called. I'm going blank. The new Netflix Cloverfield movie.
Cloverfield Paradox or something?
Yeah, the Cloverfield Paradox. The trailer looks so good. That's why I'm disappointed in everyone's reaction. I'm still gonna watch it.
I might end up watching because I kept saying, "Hey, I might not watch 10 Cloverfield Lane." I finally did.
But it's just one of those things. If it's on Netflix, it's free. It's like 2 hours of my time. Like, why not? Like, I mean, I still think Cloverfield 1 is kind of it's whatever, but it's still an enjoyable movie to watch.
I never ended up ever seeing it a second time.
Really, I ended up watching it just on the internet. Like, and I remember telling you about this. It was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I rewatched Cloverfield 1, and I was like, you know what? This movie is for its time good in the way of like grunting. It's first Cloverfield movie is still actually really impressive with what they did, the found footage, stuff. Everything just seems like it's really happening, and it's like whatever. The characters are a little stale and stuff, but it just because I'm a monster movie fan, like it really like hit home for me, and like I don't know, and it was still a lot of fun in theaters. Like, even though, like, just
in theaters, it was crazy good. I mean, I remember it being really good, and then like
but I was just always.
The more I thought about it,
I remember like when we went to the theater, and I think it said something like we looked at the little paper, and it's like, this is 80 minutes. And it was just way too short of a movie. It was like literally an hour and a half or so. I think that's 80 minutes. And I'll still never forget that one guy we went to school with. Just, this movie blew, I want my money back. I'll never forget him screaming that right whenever the credits roll. And then I was sitting there like, did they react differently than I did? I had fun with this, like, or whatever. But it was its own thing, and it was one of those movies that.
I mean, people were over found footage even then.
Well, what I was about to say is like that movie was like besides Blair Witch Project and all that. I've never actually seen it, but I've heard it has found footage scenes. I don't know if the whole thing is like that.
It was supposed to be the first found footage movie.
But
like,
maybe sour cream and onion flavored crickets. That's wouldn't they already be sour? Like, wouldn't they already be pretty bad?
Be too crickety.
Too crickety. Just the whole thing is a cricket. Like, this is too crickety. Like, just chunk it. No, I don't know. I think I'll say my thoughts on the new Godzilla movie later. I don't really. If I say anything right now, then it'll cut the surprise out. So, thank you for pushing my controller off of the armrest. Just because it's sitting on the couch doesn't give you the right to just move it. I still agree with that meme that says, if the world was flat, all cats would push everything off of it, and it's true. Literally, like, if the world was a flat surface, cats would just be like, no, get it on. Kong Skull Island is really, really well done. Really well done. I still am kind of like, is this as good as Peter Jackson's Kong? No way.
There's no comparison.
Like, there's no, but it's still, for a Kong that's gonna fight Godzilla, like that whole thing, setting up that universe, I was really impressed. I wanted to see a good new Kong made because we haven't had it since 2005. That was 2005 when Peter Jackson came out with that.
And that still looks good.
Still looks so brilliant, so good, and but yeah, for like the MonsterVerse version of Kong, like this is because this version of Kong is just like the original King Kong vs. Godzilla, like spot on. So yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, good movie.
I think they've calmed down now, but they're gonna get hyper again. It's only a matter of seconds.
I'm tuning it out for the past like 15 minutes. I just don't even. I can't. I get too annoyed with them if I pay attention. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I pretty much. If there's any questions I missed or statements. Nope. I'm actually surprised because I'm not saying I expected more people. But for the time we're doing it, still kind of doing it early in the night. But then again, some people are like 2 hours ahead. Like I think California, I know for sure is 2 hours behind. So I mean, they're like at 7:30 right now. Yeah, I really enjoy streaming. It just, I feel like the more I stream, the more people are probably gonna like join, and I just like being able to talk to my audience because that's how you can connect. You can get to know the people.
You get interesting questions, and you can get them answered right then.
Like you get to know the people that watch your stuff. Like like there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have like people that they admire that watch their own stuff, and I want to have that. There's Jason, there's Captain Akron, there's Rosaless, there's Drew Dude. People that I can actually name. Like I know these people. Like I don't know these people in person, but I know them enough over the internet, and so yeah. Whenever there's nothing to talk about, I'm not even going to try to talk about anything because I'm just using up breath. So I'm just going to breathe. Yes, it is. It's been storming really bad today. We were standing outside of Chili's and it was just lightning, and like that one moment was like lightning right beside us. It was just like that was so loud and so bad, and then from then on I was paranoid and I was like, I don't want to go in. I just don't do storms. Something about when I was a kid, I can't deal with it. Like,
as for me, I've never had a problem with storms. I mean,
it's just the thunder. It throws me off. Like I'll be doing stuff in the house, and all of a sudden the whole house is like it's that whole thing. I don't have a problem with that as long as it's not close, And so tonight that was bad.
It was close enough.
Yeah. And then right when we went in, it was sideways rain, so that was lucky. Oh, man. I'm just ready for a chill. I mean, I'm in it now. I'm inside my chill weekend, but I feel like it's still just starting. And I'm just ready to just... That's why I was telling you with that one video, like, I really don't want to do a lot to it because I'm just wanting to rest.
It doesn't matter.
I know, I'm not saying, like, I'm just saying, like, I want to look at it, and we're going to look at it. I'm not going to, I don't want to get locked into, like, oh, we started, and I mean, it would be great if we, like, finished it, and it was, like, kind of quick, but I already know, like, it's going to be even over an hour.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just, and that's just movie time being cut into. But, yeah, we're down to one. One person.
How long has it been?
Not even an hour.
40 minutes.
Close though. Like I said, I told him, we're gonna stream for a solid hour, and if it's not really active within an hour,
maybe some more people that join. Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, we'll find out here in a minute. But I mean, like I said, if there's nothing to talk about or do, I'm not gonna worry about talking. I'm just gonna sit here and look at stuff, I guess.
That's where the thumbnail is still amazing.
I need to actually stuff that we haven't actually watched together yet. Like watch that, and
Actually, I don't know if there's anything to catch up with you on, like, video-wise. Yeah, usually I have tons of videos to be like, man, you gotta watch this and this, but there's actually nothing I can think of, weirdly.
Still love these.
I may remember something later.
Thanksgiving all year round. Read the comments. Sometimes I just want to, like, rewatch that just to see, like,
that was just...
Cause that was, like, back in the freaking day. Really bad. Still love that review. Phil, whenever he had short hair. Just there's this that exists. 1,000 subs live Q&A.
Wow.
1,000 subs. Still love that thumbnail. That's younger Dustin. Yeah. And now we're getting into these thumbnails. Zoe versus Laser.
4 years ago.
Let's check it out. All caps. Live now. Let's watch.
Wow.
I freaking miss Zoe. 14 likes on that video. Holy crap. 37.
Makes me want to go and like it just for an additional like. He doesn't know he cannot catch.
He would have been a great cat to like be alive now and keep him, you know, because he'd be old, really old. Because whenever he passed away, he was 2 years old. That's way too young for a cat.
What?
On the what?
We need to make a video.
Yeah, I've had I was really caught up. I was surprised. I'm trying to remember what she was in. I didn't mean to do it like that. 2 people. Yeah, we definitely need to sometime. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to my channel.
Food channel?
Food in July.
Food. Food, would you like?
God almighty, that's old.
2013, I think. July 20, and it wasn't July yet.
June.
It was June.
June review July. That's thrown together. That's really
what the heck?
That's really thrown together.
What was?
Surge review.
It's
It's great, but it's tacky.
Even the thrown together stuff is great. That's how I see it.
And this is one of my favorites as well because
Juddington.
This was really good. This was a fantastic burrito. That's when, whenever I really enjoy things. Love charred citrus nos.
Wow, Celine.
Hurry up, May.
You're not supposed to be.
I don't remember. It is cold. With periods, Ryan. It is cold. It is cold.
That was a hilarious video, by the way. All of these are fantastic thumbnails.
Me back in effing day.
So I haven't got reminded of this.
Time to go rage mode.
It's freaking cold. Woo, it's cold. We are here in the coldest day in Arkansas.
Lost interest is all that happened.
Last winter, I don't think it
Let me know what you think.
My facial hair was just starting.
It should just be called freeze. Just absolute freeze.
Makes me want to make a new one
I
of
stepped
it.
up this morning and was inspired to make this video for you guys because it is so cold.
Ironically, Mom's car.
Not only that.
I'm a guy that can take the cold.
You shave your head.
Take this cold.
So that's
camera and
sunglasses.
sunglasses.
Dude, chill, bro. I'll be like, okay, I'll go outside for 2 seconds and be just that. It's cold. It's so cold, they might as well change the C to a K. Just change the way it's spelled for how cold it is. I'm shaking stuff, and I just got my hair recently, and it just so happened to be so cold. Hey, buddy, check it out. That guy's having a seizure. Should we help him out? You guys don't need your help. It's just dead cold.
I was gonna be.
There is no snow. There is no snow. It's this cold. Guys, it's cold.
I need to go and like this video.
Freaking bothers me, those. A whole month I had that zit. I couldn't stop it.
Icicles are forming on my shoes as I am walking. My hand is forming an extra coat of fur. It's so cold. He's on his 5th layer. Dogs are forming winter coats.
I would love to re-edit this because I can just tell that it's like
Intelli.
From me. I swear I just saw a tree shiver. It's so cold that American flags are frozen in place and mailboxes are sealed shut.
And taking it back through Premiere would actually make it a little more crisp because like when you render. Even though it'd still be 720p, you can render it as 1080, and it would still be like a little.
You could kind
of. What?
Of...
I didn't know that's what I paused on.
But honestly, I kind of like it. I'm a winter guy. I love the snow. But seriously,
I really.
I live in the snow.
Doing this again just to
this year.
Do it. Just
so stay warm this holiday season.
I told myself if I'm shaving my head again, which would be it'd be late. I'll wait till summer. I'll wait till like it's actually. But I want to go number 1. I'm going to be, because it's going to be like in a few days it'll be number 2. Like it'll just be grown to this, but I want to try out like the beard.
I need a new barber, like a new,
this video, like,
new lady.
And all
thanks for 2 dislikes.
Very soon for sure. Trav out.
But I was trying what I was going through. What I was trying to do was find the one I was with Peggy in, because I don't
remember
because she's not in the thumbnail. That's the thing, and so I gotta do some research. It was like after all this, but still pretty sure it was the old camera.
Dude, oh no, I'm thinking the one with Aaron. So I don't know.
Let's watch that. Where's that?
I don't know if he's in the thumbnail. Thanks. That, yeah. Right there.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There we go. She was in the thumbnail. What? That was the other one I couldn't remember.
He was dancing a minute ago. No, wasn't. We were dancing.
This was just
my great jacket.
Hey guys, it's Trav, and welcome to another review right here.
Center.
We have for you today
Where it feels fatter.
Twist classic dip chocolate pretzels, guys. I'm super excited to get into this. It is definitely still
and they were amazing.
The holiday sex
like
whatsoever. After New Year's, guys, it is definitely still the holiday season. I'm sure that you could find these on the shelf. I found them before Christmas, but so I'm a little late on reviewing them. But I wanted to get these guys together to review them with me, guys. So Phil, would you please open the bag? Open the bag. He gets left out. Chocolate? Very wrong. Smell like chocolate? Very chocolatey. Ryan can smell them over there.
And it grew back.
It smells like the Easter. That's good. That's good.
well, there you go.
Son of a biscuit.
So what do you guys think? What's this gonna be like?
Pretzel chocolate.
Chocolate pretzels, guys.
This actually really smells like good chocolate. Most of the time.
Yeah, like it smells.
That's what I thought it'd be. Just kind of that weird chocolate.
Yeah,
It was good.
chocolate eggs. Yeah, it was chocolate eggs. Yep.
Arguing with me, 17 freaking
Here we go,
likes.
guys. Classic dip, rolled gold, chocolate
I don't
pretzels.
know. I need to take a whole day to go through and like because I'm Instagram and Twitter now, so I gotta go through and be like cut out Facebook. I can just update all my descriptions. I mean, I don't have to do it on the old ones, but like
Number 282.
yeah, they stopped numbering a long time ago. I'm thinking about going back and updating. Cause I want to know what review I'm on.
That'd be kind of fun to do with you.
Let's do. I mean, not.
Yeah, that'll take so dang long.
Not letting him steal him this time. That is very good job. What do you guys think?
Very good. That's the end.
Very good.
Wow.
What?
That's a moment.
Just like a regular chocolate-covered pretzel, but I mean,
Really good chocolate.
yeah, it's really good chocolate. Nothing like fake. It's all wow.
Actually,
Nothing
I
reminds
feel
me of
you.
Hershey's, like you said. It's like Easter chocolate. It tastes just like chocolate Easter eggs.
More than actual chocolate.
Video game Easter eggs.
Those big ones got the ears on them.
Talking. And Phil.
And that was Phil tries.
Phil always did this thing where he like.
He has to get the last. He has to get the last word.
It's not like it's not. It's funny.
I mean, just
Phil will probably literally check the end of this live stream.
dang.
No. The thing about you, Phil, is you never like every time I had this problem, he doesn't talk loud enough. He always just says like.
That's what I meant with the Phil tries. It's the most Phil thing to exist. Because it's nothing but Phil whispering
I understand.
the whole video.
I understand here. I
You
understand.
you're okay, Phil.
I don't think
You're
I have
okay.
any complaints.
'Cause
And it's not a complaint, but I really want to try if they ever did a vanilla dips.
Dude, the vanilla
coating
would be the
like
best. The best.
would be awesome. Other than that, just plain simple.
I'm liking it because it reminds me of Easter. Like, so generally, this is just Easter chocolate.
Severely?
But it reminds me of freaking Christmas because it's pretzels. Normally, I have those cheaper pretzels and they don't taste it. And this is good.
January 1st. Jeez, January 1st.
Like, the only other something I really like more.
Because it actually feels like a 2015 video, which is right on the dot. I think we honestly filmed it in 2015.
I would buy several more if I had all of the money.
Phil's pointing out these are fudge covered, not just chocolate covered. They're fudge covered, so maybe that's why there's so much chocolate on them.
Yeah.
Coated. Definitely really good.
What?
The chocolate really
Coated.
stands out.
Yeah.
The pretzel is
CODED.
really you're getting what you want. Classic dipped is exactly what it is. If you like chocolate covered pretzels, you
one
will
of interest.
like these. Without a doubt. Alright guys, we're just going to say this all in one go, all across the board. I give them a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Wow.
Just
10
my
out of 10,
opinion, guys, so
10 out of
definitely check out if you haven't. Raw Gold Classic Dip Fudge Covered Pretzels. These are really good, guys. I highly recommend them. Ryan's trying to get attention. Definitely
Jeez.
covered now. Yeah, definitely check them out, guys, if you haven't. And keep in mind, what we tell you is just our opinion, so take it as you wish. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Please keep up with me here on TravLIVE. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that beautiful stuff, guys. And you, beautiful people, seeing us in a future review. Guys, thank you so much for coming on here with me. You guys.
You're welcome.
Definitely.
Say that to me. Like, say something to the audience. You're welcome. Like, you're just always talking to me or you, not the camera.
Sorry, Ryan.
Much louder.
Sorry, Ryan.
Speaking of thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. If you are still around, then I applaud you for sticking around. There'll probably be people that are like, oh, we watched this later, and just check things. They probably just like, fast forward anything interesting, because that's what I do.
Because it shows the live chat alongside it, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Maybe next Saturday or any Saturday that I don't work.
I want to be in all of them.
Like if we can like plan to do them, it's cool. Maybe we can have a more eventful one. Maybe try it earlier in the night or so.
Maybe
I think tonight was just a slow night for everyone to join. Because usually we get a few, because the endorsement surprised me last time.
Yeah, last Saturday was like, wow. I was surprised.
Yeah. See ya.